Ketchup killed more Americans last year than sharks did in the last century. Think that's a joke? According to a 2022 analysis by the Environmental Working Group, certain popular condiments contained sodium levels and artificial additives linked to elevated blood pressure, kidney stress, and even heart failure in vulnerable populations. That innocent-looking bottle sitting on your table right now might be slowly compromising your cardiovascular system with every squeeze. And the labels? Decorated in wholesome fonts and farm-fresh lies, with marketing terms like all-natural, masking chemical preservatives that would make a toxicologist wince. Who knew your burger's best friend was less of a tomato hug and more of a red flag in a squeeze bottle, silently contributing to America's epidemic of chronic disease? A former food industry executive, speaking on condition of anonymity, confessed to me, "We knew certain preservatives were problematic, but the profit margins were too good to change the formulation. Today, we're counting down the deadliest condiments sold in grocery stores like they're harmless picnic buddies, exposing the shocking truth behind FDA loopholes that allow these toxins on shelves, and revealing the rare few that won't digest you from the inside out. What you'll discover about your favorite sauce might just save your life." Number 7. Barbecue sauce, the sweet assassin of cookout season. It wears a smoky smile and tastes like summer bliss, but 1 tablespoon can contain up to 15 grams of sugar, more than some snack cakes. According to a 2021 report by the American Heart Association, excess sugar consumption is linked to inflammation, obesity, and cardiovascular disease. Most consumers have no idea they're essentially pouring liquid dessert over their protein. The industrial food complex has mastered the art of deception here, with labels showcasing rustic smokehouses, while the reality is far more disturbing. A former quality control specialist from a major sauce manufacturer confided, "The so-called hickory smoke flavor isn't from actual smoke. It's a lab-engineered chemical cocktail designed to mimic burning wood, but produced with compounds like maltol and guaiacol. These compounds have been investigated for respiratory risks when inhaled during production, with 3 manufacturing facilities cited by OSHA between 2018 and 2022 for worker exposure violations. And while you're not inhaling it, you are ingesting these synthetic compounds with every bite." Even more concerning, a 2023 University of Michigan study found that frequent barbecue sauce consumers showed significantly higher markers of systemic inflammation than non-consumers, independent of overall diet quality. The high-fructose corn syrup base, combined with caramel coloring, creates a perfect storm for metabolic disruption. Because nothing says family fun like glazing your ribs in synthetic smog while simultaneously spiking your insulin to dangerous levels. But sure, let's keep pretending it's a natural, slow-cooked tradition and not the culinary equivalent of huffing a scented candle dipped in corn syrup. Next time you reach for that bottle, ask yourself if that sweet, smoky flavor is worth the metabolic mayhem it unleashes in your body. Number 6. Ranch dressing. The creamy cult leader of American condiments and perhaps the most beloved liquid deceit in refrigerators nationwide. This alabaster assassin masquerades as a harmless drizzle on your salad while hiding a sinister cocktail of industrial soybean oil, artificial flavors, and preservatives with names that sound more like cleaning products than food components. A comprehensive 2020 study published in the journal Nutrients followed 105,000 adults over 8 years and linked high intake of ultra-processed dressings like ranch to a 23% increased risk of cardiovascular disease and 18% higher incidence of type 2 diabetes. The average bottle contains lingering trans fats from partially hydrogenated oils, despite the FDA's supposed 2015 ban, thanks to a cynical regulatory loophole that allows trace amounts under 0.5 grams per serving to remain completely unlabeled. Translation? The ranch baptizing your crudités might be laced with trace death juice, legally hidden from your knowledge. And those mysteriously opaque ingredients innocuously labeled as spices and natural flavors? These are legally vague umbrella terms that allow manufacturers to smuggle in MSG derivatives, synthetic flavor enhancers, and various chemical stabilizers under the illusion of culinary craftsmanship. It's essentially like trusting a stranger who introduces themselves only as Agent X and still letting them babysit your pancreas for the next 20 years. A former product formulator for a major dressing brand revealed, "We had an internal nickname for ranch. We called it addiction sauce because the flavor profile was specifically engineered to override satiety signals in the brain." Court documents from a 2019 consumer protection lawsuit uncovered internal memos where executives discussed the bliss point of their ranch formulation, deliberately maximizing consumption frequency regardless of nutritional impact. But hey, at least it tastes gloriously tangy, while your arteries gradually calcify into something resembling ceramic tiles. The most disturbing part? The serving size listed on the nutrition facts, typically 2 tablespoons, is a cruel fiction, considering the average American pours nearly 4 times that amount per sitting, according to consumption studies. Prepare yourself, because the next condiment is even more sinister despite being actively marketed as health-conscious and gut-friendly. Number 5. Sriracha, the fiery false idol of the so-called clean-eating elite. It struts into your stir-fry like a bold healer from the East, but behind that rooster label lies a glorified sugar trap cloaked in chili masquerade. Every squirt slathers your meal in added sugar, sodium, and preservatives like potassium sorbate and sodium bisulfite, which sound more like pool chemicals than something you'd willingly drown your eggs in. A 2020 review in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health warned that frequent consumption of high-sodium spicy condiments was associated with increased risk of gastric mucosal damage and long-term hypertension, especially among adults under 40. The study followed 1,200 regular sriracha users over 5 years, finding those consuming it 4 or more times weekly showed a 37% increase in gastric inflammation markers compared to non-users. But marketers slap on the authentic badge and let the red bottle earn wellness points by association with Asian culinary tradition, creating what food anthropologists call health halo exoticism. One former quality assurance manager at a major hot sauce manufacturer confessed, "We deliberately formulated our product to hit the perfect sweet spot between pain and pleasure, knowing full well the sodium content exceeded reasonable dietary limits, but addiction metrics drove our sales projections." A 2022 class action lawsuit in California alleged that certain sriracha brands misrepresented their all-natural claims while using preservatives linked to respiratory irritation and allergic reactions. The plaintiffs presented evidence of undisclosed manufacturing processes involving chemical extraction methods for capsaicin concentration. It's culinary colonization disguised as health food, the clean spice aesthetic, covering the fact that your gut lining is taking direct fire from a corporate flamethrower engineered to keep you reaching for more. Think you're a health rebel for ditching ketchup for sriracha? Congratulations! You've just traded corn syrup for capsaicin-laced sodium bombs that sear your esophagus while sugarcoating your insulin response in a rooster-shaped lie. The worst part? The bottle sitting in your pantry right now might contain nearly twice the sodium and sugar content as advertised on the label, thanks to the FDA's permissive 20% margin of error for nutritional facts on condiments. Up next, a condiment that went from hipster favorite to metabolic accomplice faster than you can say artisan vinegar infusion. Number 4. Balsamic glaze, the bougie balsam of brunch boards and roasted veggie reels, sold as sophistication in a bottle, but secretly dressed in syrupy deceit. Marketed as an elevated alternative to plain vinegar, the average balsamic glaze is less Mediterranean marvel and more diabetic landmine, with many brands loading over 50% of their volume with added sugars, thickeners, and even caramel coloring. The same additive flagged by the California Office of Environmental Health Hazard Assessment for containing 4-MeI, a potential carcinogen. A 2021 lab test comparison by Consumer Reports found that some supermarket balsamic glazes contained more sugar per tablespoon than chocolate syrup. Yes, the drizzle you're Instagramming over your heirloom tomatoes has a glucose profile comparable to a dessert topping. But slather it over greens, and suddenly you're a wellness influencer. It's the food version of wearing a lab coat to justify selling snake oil. The elegant bottle might showcase Italian hillsides and boast of traditional methods, but the reality is far more industrial. A former quality control manager for a major condiment producer confessed, "Many consumers believe they're getting authentic barrel-aged vinegar reduction, when in reality we use a blend of corn syrup solids, artificial acids, and wood smoke ester to give it that fake artisanal finish, because real barrel aging takes years, and our profit margins can't accommodate that weight." What's particularly alarming is a 2022 University of Barcelona study that found regular consumers of commercial balsamic glazes showed significant alterations in gut microbiome diversity within just 6 weeks of regular consumption, potentially compromising digestive health and immune function. So while you think you're channeling Tuscan minimalism, you're actually just candying your kale in deceit syrup that might as well come with a blood sugar meter. And the most deceptive part? It's not even always balsamic. Regulations allow balsamic-style vinegars to be made from the cheapest red wine vinegar, darkened and sweetened beyond recognition, then sold at a 600% markup. Next, we take aim at the condiment that pretends to be diet-friendly, but behaves like a metabolic Molotov cocktail. Number 3. Light mayonnaise, the passive-aggressive frenemy of your sandwich. Marketed as a better-for-you alternative to classic mayo, light varieties promise fewer calories and less fat while delivering something far more sinister. A dystopian sludge of modified food starches, synthetic emulsifiers, and sugar substitutes that flirt with your microbiome like a chemical Tinder date gone wrong. A 2019 exposé by the Center for Food Safety revealed that many light mayo products contain propylene glycol alginate, a thickening agent also used in antifreeze. Yes, the same stuff keeping your car engine cool is now lovingly spooned into your tuna salad. And while the fat is lower, the sodium and chemical content are often dramatically higher, triggering internal confusion in your satiety signals and metabolic regulators. It's like telling your body, "Don't worry, this is diet food," while quietly pickpocketing your ability to regulate hunger. One food scientist from a leading mayo brand confessed, "We reduce fat by adding volume fillers and artificial creaminess agents that trick the tongue into feeling richness, even though nutritionally it's just glorified gel paste with the mouthfeel of industrial lubricant." The deception runs deeper when you consider that 3 major light mayonnaise brands were named in a 2021 class action lawsuit for misleading health claims after researchers at Cornell University discovered their products actually increased insulin response by 47% compared to regular mayonnaise due to added maltodextrins and modified cornstarch. A 2020 study in Appetite Journal concluded that consumers of low-fat condiments often end up consuming 30% more total calories due to compensatory eating, a psychological rebound effect that ironically makes light mayo a heavyweight in stealth calorie sabotage. Former FDA regulator Dr. Elaine Markham revealed in congressional testimony that light mayo formulations exploit labeling loopholes that allow manufacturers to hide potentially harmful additives under the umbrella term Natural flavors, with some containing trace amounts of titanium dioxide, a whitening agent banned in several European countries for potential DNA damage concerns. But sure, smear some across your turkey wrap and pretend it's health conscious. After all, nothing says clean eating like lube for your sandwich, lined with the molecular whisper of de-icing fluid. Coming up, a condiment so aggressively deceptive, it was designed by weight loss gurus, but ended up in court for doing the exact opposite. Number 2. Fat-free Italian dressing, the liquid paradox engineered by diet culture to cleanse your conscience while clogging your system. Promoted as the salad lover's guilt-free indulgence, this zesty imposter is often packed with high-fructose corn syrup, sodium benzoate, and EDTA, a chemical preservative better known for its role in industrial cleaning protocols than culinary tradition. In 2023, a peer-reviewed analysis in the Journal of Functional Foods found that fat-free dressings impaired carotenoid absorption from salads by up to 72%, meaning all those nutrient-rich greens you're chomping on are nutritionally ghosted by the absence of real fats. One clinical nutritionist quipped in an FDA advisory panel, "Pairing vegetables with fat-free dressing is like sending someone to therapy while blasting air horns in their ear. Completely counterproductive." The average bottle contains more sugar than a glazed donut, with some leading brands packing a staggering 7 grams per 2 tablespoon serving, creating a metabolic contradiction that turns your virtuous salad into a glucose spike waiting to happen. And don't be fooled by the brightly labeled promises of heart-smart formulations. Internal emails leaked during a 2021 whistleblower suit against a leading salad dressing corporation revealed company executives strategizing how to maximize crunch appeal via artificial acidifiers, all while ignoring internal toxicology flags on sodium EDTA stability. That's right, the stuff fixing your salad's shelf life might also be slowly leaching essential minerals from your cells, according to a 2020 study published in Environmental Toxicology. A former product development chemist for a major dressing manufacturer confessed, "We specifically formulated fat-free varieties to trigger stronger cravings through heightened flavor volatiles that stimulate reward centers while providing minimal satiety, essentially guaranteeing consumers would overeat." Laboratory analysis commissioned by Consumer Watchdog in 2022 found that 3 leading fat-free Italian dressings contained trace amounts of propylene glycol, a solvent also used in antifreeze, conveniently omitted from labels under proprietary flavor system protection. But hey, at least your cucumbers taste like tangy regret while your gut flora checks into hospice. Still feeling virtuous about that leafy lunch? Wait until you meet the condiment with a health pitch so outrageous it practically filed its own false advertising lawsuit. Number 1. Coconut aminos, the crunchy crowd's holy grail of clean condiment illusions. Marketed as the gluten-free, soy-free, paleo-approved savior of stir-fries, this tropical imposter hides behind a rainforest halo while delivering a shockingly high glycemic load and sodium count that rivals some light soy sauces. A 2023 investigation by the Food Ingredient Safety Consortium found that many leading brands of coconut aminos misrepresented both their sugar and sodium content, underreporting by as much as 30%, well beyond the FDA's already generous 20% margin of error. The product is often touted as fermented, low-carb, and low-glycemic. Reality check? That fermentation process is often just rapid enzymatic treatment, plus added molasses, sugary sap concentrate, and shelf-stabilizing preservatives like sodium benzoate, which the WHO classified as a potential asthma-triggering compound, especially in children. The irony deepens when you consider that this natural alternative undergoes more processing than traditional soy sauce, which has been naturally fermented for thousands of years using simple ingredients. A former food chemist at an organic condiment startup admitted in a 2022 interview, "We used to joke that coconut aminos were soy sauce for people who were allergic to facts. It checked all the trendy boxes while quietly lighting up glucose monitors like Christmas trees." The deception extends to environmental claims too, with a 2022 sustainability audit revealing that coconut amino production generates nearly 3 times the carbon footprint of traditional soy sauce due to tropical harvesting practices and complex processing requirements. It's the kind of product that lets health influencers drizzle without guilt, while unknowingly riding an insulin roller coaster powered by tropical syrup and wrapped in greenwashed marketing. And the price? You're paying artisan vinegar money for what amounts to a salty sap syrup, repackaged in minimalist fonts, with earth-toned labels suggesting purity they simply don't deliver. If wellness had a scam mascot, this would be it. Liquid deception in a BPA-free bottle that empties your wallet while filling your body with exactly what you thought you were avoiding. Ready to find out which condiments won't try to assassinate your pancreas with a smile? Twist time. Here's the revelation you've been waiting for. Not every condiment is secretly trying to sabotage your health. Mustard, particularly stone ground or Dijon varieties without added sugars, contains powerful antioxidants like selenium and cancer-fighting glucosinolates with virtually 0 calories. A 2022 study in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that compounds in mustard seed may actually help regulate blood glucose levels and reduce inflammation markers. Then there's avocado oil mayo, the genuine wellness revolution in your refrigerator door, which replaces industrial seed oils with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats that support brain function and hormone production. Unlike its conventional counterparts, quality avocado mayo contains no synthetic thickeners, emulsifiers, or preservatives that disrupt gut barrier function. Perhaps most surprising of all, traditionally fermented hot sauces made from just peppers, salt, and patience, such as aged Louisiana-style or authentic Korean gochujang, deliver legitimate probiotic benefits that strengthen your microbiome rather than decimating it. These living condiments contain beneficial bacteria that actually improve digestion rather than destroying it. A gastroenterologist at Johns Hopkins revealed in a recent interview, "We sometimes recommend fermented condiments to patients with digestive issues because they provide beneficial bacteria without the sugar load of commercial yogurts." The common thread? These 3 safe options aren't plastered with wellness buzzwords or marketed as revolutionary health products. They're just honest foods made with minimal ingredients that your great-grandparents would recognize. Sometimes the most nutritionally sound choices are the ones quietly sitting on the shelf, not screaming gluten-free from a $12 bottle with packaging that belongs in a luxury skincare collection.